I mean, all right, so I'm gonna give you a little thing. So some of you folks, so this is a problem that I deal with. I'm ashy. I'm very ashy. So one of the things hi, my name is Leighton DaCosta. People call me LD. I'm a photographer in the San Diego area of California. And today I want to discuss a bag, a brand new unboxing, just got this from Amazon. It's a Besnfoto, a Besnfoto camera bag. If you're watching this video right now, you have probably searched all over YouTube to try to find the best travel backpack or something along those lines. And if you're like me, you're trying to do something that's probably, I don't know, one bag carry, or something that, at least in my case, I look for a bag that is a personal item, that personal item size. And my gold standard of what should be a personal item size is the Air Travel Pack 3 Small. I have found this to be able to fit in probably about 95% of the US carriers. I think United is probably the only one that it is not rated to be a personal item. It is very, or I should say on Southwest. Southwest is just ginormous compared to what this is. And I know that it will fit into Frontier and Spirit's personal item size, especially when a laptop is not inside of it. And so, like I said, this is my gold standard. I did get the one with the X Pack. So it's, and it has the, I guess the waterfly zippers or whatever they call them. It is a great bag. The challenge that I have is that I need a bag that I can pack a medium format body and 2 lenses, maybe a flash or 2, and 2 or 3 days worth of clothes or a travel tube or whatnot. And if I can get that inside of a personal item, I'm golden. I'm happy about that. And right now I can do that with this, but there's no organization inside of this. When I take the stuff that's in here out to hopefully put in here, we'll see. Now, right now I am on the fence between 3 bags to kind of supplement this when I want to travel, especially if I'm traveling out of country and I know I'm just gonna be gone for a weekend or whatnot. The Besnfoto came up on the list. It was the most affordable or the cheapest out of all of them. Depending on where on Amazon you look at and what color you choose to get, they are roughly $150 to $180. And hopefully they're worth that and more. The other bag I've been looking at is the Think Tank Photo Airport Essentials, which I hope to get one in soon. Hope is not a plan, but I hope to get one soon to replace my Think Tank Urban Disguise 35 version. I think it's actually the original version that I absolutely loved. I had it outfitted with the backpack rig and everything on it. I've taken that thing to Dubai, Jamaica, Afghanistan, all over the world, and it got stolen not too long ago. So that's why I'm looking for a new bag. And there are certain features in this, the hidden compartments, areas to put your tracking tags and stuff like that, the durability, the flexibility on it, that I'm hoping to find in this one right here when we open it. So for me, like I said, I need to be able to fit a medium format body, 2 lenses, maybe a speedlight, or even this, if I can fit this in here, whether in the case, and this is a 80-100 type strobe light, I'll be happy. So without further ado, I know I can ramble on along on this. Without further ado, let's open up the box. And as you can see, it's an Amazon box, so this is the first time I will be opening this. And we'll see what we get. I know better, I know to cut away from me, but sometimes when you have a big box and you're looking over it, one of the things that I pride myself on this YouTube channel is that this will be a non-sponsored video. Nobody has sponsored me yet because maybe I'm not important enough, I don't know. But this is a non-sponsored video, so this is purely my personal opinion and nothing more than that. Hopefully it would help you in your quest. So first thing, I'm gonna throw this off. I'm gonna say this because, I don't know, maybe I've been spoiled, but as I open up the bag, let me get my keys off of here, or open up the box. So you see this right here, the bag, there is no dust cover or any other kind of wrap. Somebody at Amazon just threw it in the box. And you can see there's a little dust on there. So, but I'll take this thing out, and this is what we got. And with that, I didn't expect it to make that loud of a noise. So one thing I do like so far, and it's probably going to depend on loadout, the bag stands up. And with this one right here, oops, the bag stands up. I think we put them back to back, we'll face them. Back to back, they faced each other. They drew their swords and shot one another. They're about the same size. So I am going to venture right now off the top of my head and say, I can probably fit this in underneath the seat in front of me, which is a good thing. So we'll put this out. And I will say, let's see what Amazon says about this. So Amazon says, I know a lot of you got questions. The bag is able to fit a DSLR, SLR mirrorless cameras, a DJI drone. It is 18.9 inches by 12.6 inches by 7.8 inches. For me, what I hear, it's 19 by 13 by 7. That's pretty much what it is. And it can fit a 16-inch laptop or a 17-inch MacBook Pro and a stabilizer. There is supposed to be an insert camera bag in there, and customizable space. Is supposed to be scratch resistant and waterproof. An expandable front pocket, which is probably what I will start off with when I actually go through this. So I will say this so far. This looks, so I know some of you guys have been looking at probably the Peak Design or the Peter McKinnon. And like I said, I got this for about $1.50, and so far, it looks good. The material, it has a nice little rubber feel to it. Is it as robust as the Air? No, but I can already see like these zippers, and they are YKK AquaGuard zippers, so they're designed to be very, very nice zippers. This looks like, I don't know how this works, but so we'll see, because it has, I don't know if these are, what are those things called? Like if you're gonna respond to me in the comments or something. They're like locks or stabilized locks. So, it's designed for it not to go, or stops, that's what I'm looking for. So if I were to open this thing folds down, and what this forms, with more AquaGuard zippers on top, this forms a slight little duffel, so that you can actually, maybe put a jacket, a rainfly, or, maybe a couple. Honestly, I think you can actually put maybe a medium packing cube that's compressed. You can probably fit it in here, and definitely fit it up at the top, and then zip it in there. So that was one of the reasons why I bought it. I wanted to see what this felt like, if this was something that was useful, and it does look useful. I'm planning on going out of the country this weekend, as a matter of fact. So this may get tested this weekend. I don't know. I'm sitting on the fence. But I think this is pretty cool. Ooh, there's magnets. I know, I'm impressed, right? Magnets. So, okay, I see you. So let's see what else we got going on here. All right. Okay, now, let me see. Is Duraflex? I know I sound like such a boomer. I sound like an old man over here. There's Duraflex, it's waterproof, anti-shock, environmental. They even have a thing for thickness, to see how thick. Wear resistant, and there is a quality standard. But I don't know if you can see this or not. Where it says quality standard, that right there is, I think that's in there. It has like one of those slashes go through, so does that mean that they're isn't a quality standard. Please do not overburden the bag, otherwise it will cause the bag surface to wrinkle or break. Please keep the bag dry at all. Please keep the bag dry at all times. I thought this is waterproof or water resistant. Before I say waterproof, nope, it says waterproof. Please keep the bag dry at all times. If the bag gets wet or gets wet for a long time, it may cause deformation. Avoid exposing the bag to direct sunlight for a long time. Do not overheat, overwash, load sharp objects or contact. Okay, I get that. Avoid exposing metal parts to damp or salty environments. It could rust, okay. Please use a cleaning cloth or a cleaning brush or cotton cloth suitable for different materials of the bag to remove dust and dirt. Store the bag in a dry and ventilated environment. Please do not machine wash the bag. It may cause deformation and oxidization of metal parts. And please do not keep the bag in the trunk for too long. When not in use, it may damage the bag. It may get stolen too, in case you live in one of those places. So it has, and one of the things is, this may be a little confusion for some of you that are familiar with Besnfoto. Besnfoto has a zero gravity type setup that I guess that once it's on there, it actually raises the bag up higher on the shoulders or something like that so that you have less drawdown. And it says that this can work with the system, but from what I've seen online, it cannot work with the system. But there's a QR code and everything on there, so let's see what we got going on. All right, let's turn this around. Enough rambling. Got some D hooks, a chest strap that I'll never use, magnetic chest strap, once again, that I'll probably never use. These are, I cannot, so you cannot take this off. I was trying to see if you could take this off, but you cannot. But hey, look, so found my first stash spot. So you can put some, you have a nice little area right here where you can put some money in. That's a nice little stash spot. Ooh, a grab handle. I don't know if you see this grab handle right here. 2 grab handles. So this is great. So far I'm liking this because on my ear, I have a grab handle on top, a grab handle on the side. I actually have 4 grab handles on there. It does not have one on the bottom, but the ear does not design to stand up, and this is actually designed to stand up. So I will take this so far. This is kind of cool, I think, if I do this right. This, well, maybe not. Maybe you're gonna see how I probably do not know what I'm doing when I do this. So this, okay, I see what it is. So there are load lifters right here on the bag, and the straps are designed to adjust on the load lifters. You know what would have been nice though, is if that straps could have came off completely if I needed it to. There is a waist strap, and the waist strap, and I will tell you this right now, this waist strap is probably, oh my gosh, this thing is, you are got to be kidding me. All right, so if I'm getting chased by a dog right now, this waist strap is not coming off. But the waist strap is designed to come off. I'm not gonna take it off right now. I'll figure it, you know, that arthritis, it gets kind of in the hands. There is a little air gusset and Velcro area. I think if this works right, it's good enough to actually pass through a handle for traveling. And so far, so good. Okay, let's see. I see another zipper up top, so let's see what goes in this zipper area. Stops right there. So this is a back loader. And this is another reason why that waist belt will come off. But as a back loader, it's pretty good so far. So here is, and I apologize in advance because this seems like it's going to be kind of long. So here is the laptop portion. So let's see. Let me take the laptop out of here real quick and put inside of here. It's a double. Now there is a false bottom on the laptop area, so that is good. That is a 15-inch laptop, so that fits in there with no problem. On this second area, and these are designed, actually I saw these already perform, and these are designed to hook on, these areas right here to where you can attach like straps and different things. You can actually go across the back of them if you're trying to do your, what's the thing called? Your tripods and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I thought this was, and it's Velcro, so you can, this, for those who are paying attention, for you drone folks, this is a home, I guess a home plate, home base, where you can actually put this on the ground, have your pad on there, and your drone can find it because you will actually your return home point. There you go. I should know that. I used to do that for a little bit, right? So these are your dividers. I'm not a fan of them. I'm already going to tell you. But one thing I do know about these dividers? They are better than the dividers I have in the air. So there's that. One thing though, like I said, let's be real. I'm not gonna. One of the things that I do appreciate about this, so let's take these dividers out. And more straps, right? So one thing I'm going to appreciate about these dividers real quick, and we're going to try to see if we can put some stuff in there. So in here, what else do we got here? I got another little stash spot right here. I can probably put my passport, a couple other flat things, documents. There's no other little, there's a little stash pocket on the inside. I was looking and hoping, but I do not see one. If there was a place to put like a tracker, I mean, you can probably put a tracker in one of those stash spots, but there's not. There is, and I think this is a pass-through. So this could be a pass-through. No, it's a double-sided pocket. So one side is on one side and the other side is on the other side. It's a double-sided pocket. It'll work. I think maybe, let's see. And that's why I didn't want to do this. So if you are traveling your camera, and let's see if my camera would fit through that hole before I start packaging it out or partitioning it out. Now normally this is the Fuji GFX 100S, and normally I would actually have my L bracket on there because I just need something for my pinky to rest on. And the L bracket is supposed to be in the other bag. So normally I would have this on there, and it just adds just a little bit more bulk to it. But let's see, if this was going through, would it be able to? Okay, I got big mitts, but I think I can get this to come in and out of here, no problem. I mean, I think if the L bracket is on there, it's not coming in and out. So that's something to be aware of. And some of you may notice this Nomad. This is actually not a filter, but one thing I like, I'm gonna give them a shout out. Blue Frog Filters out of Florida. They have great customer service, amazing customer service. Hi Arthur out there. And these, they have a whole set of XD, like neutral density filters and stuff like that that are magnetic, and just like how this lens cap goes on there, the filters go on there. So they are really, really great for you landscape photographers that are looking for something that you can put on. But we'll talk about that another day. So that works out. And so one thing, okay, there was supposed to be, and the belt has little stash pockets. So I noticed that I'm missing something. There's supposed to be a little bag or pouch area that goes in the bottom of this, like almost like a packing cube. I do not see that. that was kind of what kind of sold me on this, was because I was hoping that with that little packing cube, I could legitimately put this inside of the cube and another lens inside of that. But I don't think I can. So here we are. So with that being said, I have a tough choice. I may end up having to send this back because it doesn't have what it's supposed to have on it. Now the one that's over there for $160, that may be the difference of it, is that the 150 comes with the pouch, the 100, I mean, and it fits right here. So why I was happy about that is that if I could, and I always need to read the directions off of these things, but you know, you guys can tell me how I'm messing up even more. But if I could, here we go. Yeah, that was right. If I could get this thing to sit down, I don't want it all the way to the ground, but if I could get this, so the partition, I could put another lens right here. I don't think this will not fly this way, but, and I have a feeling this is going to get sent back, but this will fly this way. Here is my pouch that has my triggers and everything in it. That would fly that way. And understand, this does now fit inside of here. So I feel like I'm getting kind of tight, and I haven't even put clothes in this thing yet. I can put clothes in there. So while this may be a bag that is decent and good, I mean, put in the comments, you know, I got about probably, you know, I unfortunate that I do not think this would hold. I mean, here's the reality, and I'll put this over here to the side. I still have a whole bunch of other junk, and this is what it looks like on the side. So this is the reason why I try not to do too much, you know, because I mean, I have microphones and chargers and money makers and DJI mics and Shure mics, and heck, I even got a freaking water bottle in here. And you know, the one thing that when I'm actually doing something like this is that I have, more batteries. And what is this? I don't even know what this is. I think it belongs to a spoon. Oh, silica gel. I thought there was water in there for a second. That's silica gel. Don't throw those things away, kids. See how messy this is? This is the reason why when you're doing these one take and live things. And I have space here. I mean, I got those filters I was talking about. There's space there. I got space in here. I got space. I got like another thing here where if I could want to put a tablet. I mean, all right. So I'm gonna give you a little thing. So some of you folks so this is a problem that I deal with. I'm ashy. I'm very ashy. So one of the things, I can't carry this when I travel, but during the day, I mean, like during the day, we got, and some of you, it has to be, they're not sponsored, but it has to be. I can't even say their name just in case an issue happens. But I haven't put that on like all day. I'm in San Diego, put it on there, you go there, you know, come around the eyes a little bit. That's the bonus section of there. So if you are out here and you want to, and you smell like cookies, you know, you smell like cookies. Anyway, let me go back to the, so now, let me zip this up a little bit. And so we'll finish this out real quick. So if I take this out, I take this out. I mean, we are already cooking already, because at this point, I'll do this. At this point, I have enough, and if I did this way, I have enough room that I can still put a flash in here. I can still put another lens in here. And on the top of this, so this is one of the things that you cannot see, I can put 2 packing cubes, my toothbrush and stuff in there, because that is what I normally deal with. And, oh, by the way, the laptop still has this area, and this by no means is a perfect travel bag, but so far, as a matter of fact, if you can make a camera cube, I'll help you guys out there in San Francisco. If you can make a camera cube packing box that would fit the Travel Pack 3 and the Travel Pack 3 Small, you'd have a lot on the market, because all this other stuff, I mean, once it's all said and done, all this other stuff that I have here, I'll get that stuff out of here. All this other stuff that I have here will fit in that bag, because it does fit in that bag. And it does get kind of heavy. But as far as the Besnfoto camera bag, I really wish that you had included the cube. I really do. So let me just do this. Let me just give my likes and my dislikes about it, and then we'll wrap this up. So the 3 things I don't like about it. First of all, I don't like that you didn't bring me I shouldn't say bring me mine, because I might not, maybe I got the cheaper version, maybe I got the bootleg version. I mean, it was from the Besnfoto store, but they might watch this later. And then I might be one of those cool kids that they send a bag to just because they wanted to review. I don't know, who knows. But my first dislike is that the bag that goes inside of it wasn't inside of it. The little pouch that goes inside of it wasn't inside of it. That's my first thing. I wonder what this hook is for. This is pretty cool though. I don't know what this hook is for, but I like this. It looks like something that I would like. I don't know what it's for, but I like it. What's something else I do not like about it? Because I try to do 3 things I don't like and I would approve. So I've seen this on a couple other bags. Oh, this, man, so for you photographers watching, this is how you lose a sponsor before you even have one. This is worse than the Manfrotto, and I shouldn't say it's worse. It is worse. I'm gonna throw this out there, it is worse. But when I say it's worse than the Manfrotto's inserts, it insinuates that the Manfrotto inserts are not good. And the Manfrotto inserts are good, they just take some getting used to. These are very, this is supposed to be bendable, I understand this and everything, but these are very flimsy. These are not, I mean, they're light, but the bag weighs almost 5 pounds by itself. So how much lighter are you trying to get to? Ooh, I don't know what this is. I'm trying to put this in because without damaging it. I do not know what this is, so somebody could tell me this in the comments. It probably doesn't matter, but this is pretty cool. This looks like where the bag or the pouch that would be in there would probably loop into. Could be, maybe, possibly. So that's number 2. That's the second thing I don't like about it. What is, I mean, it's not a bad bag. I'm gonna throw this out there. Oh, and number 3, if you're gonna do this detachable setup with the backpack straps, they should be fully detachable or be able to where they can detach and easily go behind the shield. So then that way that you can actually hide these away, stow these away, and it goes easier underneath the seat. I think that would be great. So that's the 3 things I don't like about it. So let's see the 3 things I love about it. First of all, let me start with this. I love, I mean, the look of it, it is, you know, if I'm looking at Peter McKinnon or one of these other bags that are on there, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell this bag, except if you don't have the pirates and stuff going on, it's kind of hard to tell this bag from one of the other bags as far as it being a lower price economical bag. And I think that if you are starting out and traveling, this is a bag that you may want to get for the price. I mean, excuse me, 150 bucks, 160 bucks, 180 bucks, wherever you get it for. I think if at 180 bucks though, you start competing with the price points that for a little bit more, you get the Manfrottos or the Think Tank photo. And I think at that point, that's where it becomes night and day for the utility of space, that, you know, you have all the stuff that, the junk, right, that needs to get organized. And I think that at that price point, it doesn't do that. It should, but it doesn't. And that is unfortunate. But I do love this. So, you know, I love this part of it. I think this part, this is amazing. This little thing right here, this, I mean, that is exceptional. I love, that is my number 2 like. I love that ability. I wish I would be able to try this out, but I've already convinced myself I'm going to send this back. But I love this, that is something, and I may feel differently if I got a larger version of this, if I got like a 35 liter version of this as opposed to a 19 to 25 liter range. If I got a 35 liter range of this, I probably would feel differently about this duffel, because I think that would take it from a 35 to a 45, which you're in carry-on anyway, and it just helps you out that way. Last but not least, and that's why I left it out, the one thing I did like about this, because I thought this was kind of ingenious, is not only did you keep the flip flap or that little side thing, because I've seen that in other bags, but I think the use of the home plate that's really, really nice. That's really, really nice. You know, and a bonus like, so I guess that's technically 4 things I liked about this, but I don't think it should go, maybe it goes back to the first group. So technically it's not a bonus like. Let's go back to the first group where I said the craftsmanship and the building, the design. This is, so yes, it's a bonus like, first like, you know, I made these rules, I can change them as I go. The ability to stand up, the grab handles, that inside grab handle, I don't like sounding like the jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle. The Easter egg pockets, certain places. It's a bag. There are a lot of bags that I like this bag better than. There's a lot of bags that I've had in the past, a couple low pros, there's a lot of bags that I like this better than. I just think that, you know, after about 20, 25 years of doing this, you start getting to a point to where, you know, you're looking for more comfort, more ease, something that makes your job easier than you are looking for something that is, you know, it has all the bells and whistles and stuff like that. I think that's the reason why you see a lot more older photographers, they do lean towards those Think Tank photo bags. And I know that's probably another sponsor that just left right there. But the thing about it is, the Think Tank photo bags, while they may not be the sexiest looking bags out there, they're functional. They're functional. And that's kind of the reason why even in the commuter travel space, Air is not the most sexiest bags out there, I don't think. That's another sponsor I probably lost again. Man, I'm losing these sponsors, but guess what? This ain't sponsored. So the Air, you know, it's not the most sexiest bag in the world, but man, I love this bag. And the things that I didn't think I needed or wanted, this bag has done it for me. In the photography world, the think tank photo bags, like I said, the urban disguise. I wish that they still carried that line, and I think the airport essentials is probably the closest bag to that UD35. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that UD35 was just so fantastic when it came to how much stuff it could hold. I mean, like, I put 5 lenses, 2 bodies, chargers, strobes, all the stuff inside of this bag. And it weighed like 48 pounds, don't get me wrong. And then they had a modular harness that you can put on it to make it a backpack. And I'm sitting here like the only time that I ever got in trouble was one time when I was flying from Dubai to Afghanistan. And the bag literally weighed 22 or 25 kilos. And they were like, you cannot, I think the limit for kilos was either 15 or 7. I think it might have been 15, right? I know some airlines are 7, but I think it was 15. And I literally had to take out one of my D810, or it might have been my D200. No, I think it was my D810. I took out my D810, my 70-200, my DF, my 24 to 70, put it on my moneymaker, walked on the plane with my moneymaker with my cameras at the side, just so I could make the weight. Same amount of weight on the plane, but rules are rules. So to have a camera bag that, and I'll tell you this, I'm gonna end it with this. So far, there is no such thing that I've seen as the perfect camera bag. And that's the reason why you see a lot of photographers will have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 camera bags. You get to a point to where you have certain bags with certain kits and you have them kitted out. And you get into that black hole of gear where you have like 8 cameras and 3 of them are the same, but they're different versions of the same camera. And I want to say this is that with the bags, it's the same thing. You get to the point to where you want it to make your life easier. You want to make travel easier. I don't want to bring so much stuff that I forget. Like, just thinking about this, I was sitting on the fence of whether or not to bring the 8300. Oop, there we go. The 8300 as opposed to the 8100. And they're not that much difference in size, and it would have fit. It would have fit. But this is much heavier, much, much heavier. I know that if I needed to, I can actually clip my Octabox to the side if I absolutely needed to. I also know that this Octabox, this size Octabox, will fit into my roller, my carry-on roller, and while this is my personal item. So that minimizes how much stuff I have to put in here, and I still don't have to check in anything. I do know when I'm coming back from overseas, 9 times out of 10, I will check my check-in bag because I'm probably gonna buy some booze or something like that. But other than that, I will say this. I will say this bag, if your budget is limited, it's a great travel bag. If you were probably, the only challenge I have with this bag is that it's not a bag to where I feel that you can put your camera, especially without a cube. If the cube was there, that might change everything. But it's not a bag I feel that I can put a lot of gear in, and I'm gonna say a lot of gear, I'm talking about 2, 3 lenses, a body, a flash, and a weekend's worth of clothes and some packing cubes, and go. I feel that it would be overstressed at that point, and it would lose its functionality. I probably could make it work if I absolutely have to. And I think, full disclosure, because I know somebody's going to say in the comments, so as my man Briggs, check out his page, World According to Briggs, and on this day. As he would say when somebody's starting to make a comment, stop typing. So one of the things is, I know that the partitions take up space, but what it's supposed to give is organization. And without the organization, then yeah, you got this jumbled mess that I have over here. But that jumbled mess fits inside of this bag, and I don't feel that a jumbled mess will neatly fit inside of that bag. And so for that reason, I'm going to have to send it back. And this is a nice bag. It is a bag that will be great for many folks. It is just not a bag for me. Leighton Acosta, photographer, San Diego, California.